Okay, so basically, I don't think I have the build saved, but I'm gonna make a build real quick on my hunter. And hopefully I don't get kicked, because the servers are a little bit goofy. Apparently Bungie came out and said they're getting DDoSed, so, you know. Let's just get to the point of the video. It's the Warden's Law. I don't even have it on me. And you were probably thinking, Nico, I feel like I've seen this build somewhere else, and if you have seen it, this is because I kinda copied Cammy's build, because his build made sense. So, I can go over the build real quick, just to clarify how this works. I have whatever this helmet is called, I do not know how to pronounce cry, but you gain woven mail from grappling, and when you have woven mail, you get flinch resistance. That's good. On top of that, I'm using the additional grapple aspect. On top of that, I have Thread of Ascent, which activate your grenade, reloads your equipped weapons, and a bonus airborne effectiveness and handling for a short duration. And I use that because, look at Warden's Law. It has 22 handling. That's pretty bad. On top of that, I'm using it with Fighting Lion, and if you don't know what Fighting Lion's Catalyst does, after this weapon fires, equipped kinetic and power weapon gain a benefit of increased handling and accuracy. So if you read that right, that means this will get a lot of, extra utility because of that. On top of that, I pair it with Zen Moment, Moving Target, Steady Round, and Chambered Compensator. Chambered Compensator for increased stability and the recoil direction. I go with the stability masterwork for, of course, increased stability and a ranged masterwork. And then I have Zen Moment because it reduces recoil and flinch whenever you hit shots, and it will last for a second. So whenever you just hold down, it will stack pretty high very fast because it shoots 2 bullets per burst. So, On top of that, moving target, it's not my most ideal perk. I would probably go with something like Snapshot or maybe Perpetual Motion even. I don't think it's my most optimal role, but I probably would prefer Snapshot over this, but I didn't get that. And then Steady Round for increased stability. The range on this thing is not really a bad thing because it's a 120. I mean, it's a 257, but it's still a 120, right? So with all this information you gathered, you understand that this should feel pretty good. But no, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna roll the gameplay now because I actually can't play the game. The one thing I will say about this right off the bat is the fact that controllers, this is definitely a controller gun. This is a controller gun by a big margin. If you want to use Warden's Law, if you play on controller, you're gonna benefit a big amount for just playing on controller. I don't know what it is, I just hate the feeling of it. It feels really bad and inconsistent on mouse and keyboard. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it does it, but it's controller's law. That's kind of what it is. It's the same thing with Crimson. People say it's the reticle, but I think it's just the burst that just doesn't feel right on mouse and keyboard. Of course, if you can handle the recoil really well, if you get used to the weapon, you're gonna be crazy with it. It's like a Crimson player mouse and keyboard. If you have someone who never misses with the gun, they're gonna be insane with it. It has insane range. It also flinches the enemy a lot, which is a really, really good thing. The only thing I'd say compete with the flinch from Wardens is probably like an explosive payload handcan, which of course flinches even more, but you get my point, right? But if you can master the feeling of this gun and understand how, to control the gun in general, you're gonna be probably one of the best players in the game with the gun, and you're probably gonna win 99% of your duels. On top of that, I have another role with Kill Clip and Enlightened Action, which I'd say is the other role people should try to get if you really want to use this weapon. Because Kill Clip will 2 burst, I'm pretty sure every tier of resilience, and then Enlightened Action, it increases reload based off hits, so you're gonna have good reload and kill clip. So it's not gonna be a problem really, and of course, Enlightened Action also does increase handling. I might have gone with Enlightened Action over Snapshot, because whenever I hit shots, I will get increased handling and increased flinch resistance and stability, so it would be really, really good. But no, I'm not doing that. But Warden's Law also seems to have a bug. If you hit someone who have a big memory leak, apparently the gun just does 90 damage a headshot. Don't ask me how that works or how that happens. I have one clip of it happening, and I don't think they've fixed it yet, but I don't know why it happens, but I'm pretty sure it's cause of memory leak from the user you hit. But let's talk about the gun on controller. The gun on controller feels really stable, really sticky, it feels really good and really consistent. It's a really good dueling primary in general, And I would say you're gonna win most gunfights if you use it. It's like you're gonna win gunfights because you outflinch your enemies, and the times I've used it on controller, it just felt like an unstoppable beast. It felt so fucking good. You can tell the difference in the review already, right? For me, who only plays on mouse and keyboard and I barely use controller, using Warden's Law on controller feels insanely strong. I don't use other primaries. I don't actually use controller at all. This is the first time I picked up a controller since like 5 years ago or whatever. I haven't played really with it at all. But using Warden's Law on controller feels super strong, and it feels like it's gonna be really meta on console. I don't think you're gonna see this a lot on PC, but if you are a console player, I would recommend picking this thing up. Or if you just play on controller in general. And I would go for stability on this weapon in general, and I would go with, yeah, consistency perks over killing perks. It depends, of course, which playlist you want to play. If you want to run into some sixes, get a kill clip one, it's going to feel amazing. But let's go over the role here. So the role I was really looking for was something looking like this. It's basically what I have, but at the same time it's not. Wait, why is the stats different? Is it because I have... Yeah, this is the role. Okay. So this is the role I'm going for. And as you can see, it's literally 1 off the 5 out of 5. And moving target is not as bad. You know, it gives you increased ADS moving speed, and on top of that it gives you extra aim assist, which might be good. But I feel like just because of the really low handling, Snapshot would be really good because it increases your ADS speed. It would make the gun feel snappy, even though it has shit handling. But the other role I would go with is Kill Clip Enlightened Action. And as you can see, if you actually proc Enlightened Action times 5, you get a really big handling and reload buff. And Kill Clip will, of course, 4-tap AK 2 burst, which is a 2-shot. It's a .57 TTK, which is, yes, indeed faster than Immortal. But of course, you need a kill for it first. Anyway, overall, I would give this gun like probably like a 6 out of 10. It's a solid weapon of choice. Since I am a mouse and keyboard player, I have to adapt my playstyle around the weapon a lot more than you would if you were on controller. It's the unfortunate reality for someone like me, but if you are on controller, I would say this is like a 9 out of 10 weapon. It's really good for dueling, has good range, it just flinches your enemies a lot. I mean, of course, 32 meters might not be the best for people. Some people might want more range. If you go max range, of course, you will get something like 37.5 meters, which is a lot better. But of course, it's not as good as 120s in general. They reach up to 40 meters easily. But yeah, if you're a mouse and keyboard, I would say probably stick with a 120 for now. Igneous Hammer I'm gonna make a review on Igneous Hammer soon. I just got stopped because of all the, what do you call it? All the shenanigans happening this weekend. And yeah, I was supposed to upload another video today, but you wanna know what happened? It got blocked. So if you aren't paying attention to my Discord or my Twitter, then you wouldn't have known. But I uploaded the video there, so if you want to go and check it out, it's either in my Discord server or on my Twitter. I spent way too much time on such a short little video, but you know, it looked good in the end, I think, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, I will be making a review video on Igneous Hammer and say why that's such a better pick, at least for a mouse and keyboard player. But of course, like I just said, if you are on controller, pick this thing up. If you like it, then fucking go for it, and if you don't like it, it's like meh. But I will see you guys around. I think this was pretty informative. I'd like to think so. But yeah, I'll see y'all around, and yeah, goodbye.